It's the Gone Fishin podcast in association with the OEHL and the Shelburne Muskies, and hosted by OEHL live on YouTube play-by-play commentator Andrew Rodgers. This podcast is brought to you by Larry's Small Engines, your trusted Can-Am, Sea-Doo, Ski-Doo dealer in Mono, Ontario, Canada. Located at 286-270 County Road 10. Visit their website at larrysmallengines.ca or call 519-941-1517 today. Here is your host, Andrew Rodgers. All right, hello everybody, and welcome back. It's the Gone Fishin' podcast. This is episode number 2. I am Andrew Rodgers. I am at the handle that goes by the Real Raji 21. Find me on YouTube, doing games all every now and then. That's live OEHL hockey live on YouTube, and bringing you this podcast each and every week. Thursdays at 10 a.m. they are uploaded and ready for your viewing pleasure. Got a great episode. Kind of want to do a little bit different than last week. Obviously, last week was an introduction to me. Introduction to this podcast and what it's all about, and gonna hit the ground running here. Like I say, a little bit of league talk, a little bit of league stuff from the very beginning of this podcast, and then we actually have a couple of interviews, one with goaltender Reilly Hope and forward Devin Train of the Shelburne Muskies. So we have those coming up a little bit later on here, but first what we want to do is update you on what was happening in the league last week, get you set for where things are, or get you up to date on where things are now, and then get you an idea of what's to come this weekend. Happy Halloween, obviously, this weekend, this Friday, big night for the kids, and hopefully the weather cooperates. I hear it's going to rain a lot, so yay. But then, yeah, a lot of games on Saturday, one of them on Sunday. We do have one that has been rescheduled. I'll give you the update on that as well. But before further ado, what we're going to do is we're going to start this episode off by giving you an update on what happened last week in the OEHL. And that starts with this past Friday, Saugeen Shores Winterhawks defeating the Georgian Bay Apple Kings by a score of 5-3. Big W there for the Winterhawks. And elsewhere, you had the Durham Thundercats continuing to roll. They moved to 4-0, stay unbeaten, and they defeated the Elmville Harvesters by a score of 8-4 at the Durham Community Center and Arena. Also, two other games on Friday. Seaforth doubling up the Elora Rocks 4-2. That at the Jefferson Elora Community Center in Elora, Ontario. Seaforth, big victory there for them. And then you had Petrolia also staying unbeaten, 2-0. Their victory against the Milverton four-wheel drives by a score of 3-1 at the Greenwood Rec Center. Moving on to Saturday, the C4 Centenaires playing 2-2 and winning both, improving their record to 5-1. They're the first OEHL team to reach 10 points in the standings, 8-4 over the Dunnville Arrows, and that one at the Seaforth and District Community Center. You had the Erin Outlaws defeating the Tillsonburg Thunder for their first victory of the season, dropping Tillsonburg down to 2-2, 6-4 victory for Erin. And then the Petrolia Squires also going 2-2 in 2, defeating the Delhi Flames 6-2. They are now up to 3-0 on the season. From there, we are going to go into our highlights before I show you the scoreboard from Saturday for the North. We'll get you into highlights of the Georgian Bay Apple Kings and the Shelburne Muskies. Enjoy. And with that, we are ready for hockey here at the Center Dufferin Recreation Complex. Starting in goal for your Georgian Bay Apple Kings is number 31, Jordan Elwood. This is his third start. He is 1-1. On the other side of things, for the Shelburne Muskies, starting his fourth game of 4 is Gatlin Burt. He is 0-3. Should be a dandy of a contest. We'll update the rosters as we go along here. Forgot to do that in my pregame. I apologize. But again, we are ready for hockey here in Shelburne. Andrew Rodgers on the call. Great to have you with us. This is going to come to Connor Long. He gives it away. Muskies control. It's to the line. Now it's out. And Georgian Bay is going to come back to get it in their own end. It'll be played ahead away from Caruso. Simmons battling for it at center. Now it's all the way back, and this is Ouellette. Had the puck stripped away. Train centers. Lugozo has it centers. Scores! The Muskies are on the board first. 16:27 to go, and they've put one on the board. It's 1-0 Shelburne. This one's going to be controlled. It's centered. Bird had to be sharp. That shot there off of Evan Bueller, number 10. Bueller's got it again. Goes to the backhand. Shoots. Scores! Evan Bueller gets in behind the defense. Goes to the backhand, and it squeaks past Burt. And just like that, we're tied at 1. 2-1. And Tilsonberg and Aaron are tied at 3. This puck is kept in. There's a shot. Elwood couldn't glove it. Into the corner. There'll be played to the line, kept in by the Muskies. They have another opportunity. Scores! And down goes Elwood pretty heavily. And that would be the main concern is Elwood, is he's slow to get up. But the puck went past him, and one of the Muskies players barreled into him after. This one's going to be controlled by the Apple Kings. They're going to bring it out. In across the line they come, centering! Shot scores! Evan Bueller, his second of the period. And the Apple Kings score on the power play to tie this game at 2. And I imagine they're going to sort all this out at intermission. Faceoff is going to be won, though, by Georgian Bay. Centering! Ouellette scores! Wow, that was fast! And if it's a double minor to Burt, that means one penalty comes off the board, the other stays intact. But either way, my goodness. So it's 3-2 Georgian Bay with 8.7 left on the clock. Yeah, and it's still a power play for Georgian Bay. And this one's going to be played across, and this is Blazer in across the line. Shoot! Saved by Burt to the corner, and that's going to do it. Burt, one more save, and that will do it for period 1. So, after 20 minutes of entertaining hockey here in Shelburne, the Georgian Bay Apple Kings and their 11 skaters lead the Shelburne Muskies 3-2 here in the first, with 1:47 left in the power play that they have that will start period 2. Okay, back in the CDRC for period number 2 here in Shelburne. Andrew Rodgers with you. Excuse me, live on YouTube. And we start with a Georgian Bay power play for another 1:51. A double minor to Gatlin Burt that finished it, and now that one comes in, and we have a goalie change here. Reilly Hope takes over for Gatlin Burt, and that makes me think that it was a game misconduct that Burt was given for the rest of the game. Either that or they made the decision to take him out, so it's one less thing that Shelburne essentially has to worry about. So Burt's out of the game, Reilly Hope's out, and the clock is out. There we go. In across the line is Long. And Burke, he's upset at that hit that he received. It's in the neutral zone. It'll be played into the Muskies' end. Now here's a break. Here's Nicastro. Shoots. Scores! Alejandro Nicastro scores! By Hope. And a good one. Always a difficult situation for a goalie to come in cold, and he's looked pretty sharp. Here come the Muskies. Lugozo, backhand, stopper that scores! Muskies score on the 4-on-4 rebound, and it's Aaron McGurk with the goal, his first of the season. off a terrific rush from number 88, Adam Lugozo, and it's 4-3 for the Muskies. And across the line they come. There's a shot, just missing, and it's all the way out, and now it's Hodgson. Into the middle. Lugozo couldn't find it. It'll be played ahead, and here come the Apple Kings again. Bueller centering, scores! Jacob Robitaille on a beautiful feed from Evan Bueller, and Reilly Hope with no hope in that one, as the Georgian Bay Apple Kings capitalized on that turnover. Got to give full credit here to Georgian Bay with 11 skaters to make this game competitive. Centering, that one's out of the reach of Hope, but it's going to be picked up. Hodgson looking ahead, what a pass! Shot, scores! Kyle Burke off the unbelievable feed from Nick Hodgson goes in and goes bar down on Elwood, and it's 5-4 Shelburne. What a goal from Kyle Burke. Gonna pick it up, and he'll throw it down the ice. And Hodgson's gonna pick it up, and that'll do it. So, 20 minutes of hockey left here at least, and we're in for a dandy finish. All right, everyone, welcome back. We're inside the CDRC. It's freezing, and we're back and underway, period number 3. Lugozo throws it up. Is he able to get there? Logan Blazer trying to play it to the line and does. And the Apple Kings will play it ahead. This is Bueller. And now they're out. And Lugozo's going to pick it off at center. Goes in on the backhand. Centering! Scores! Weber! Off the beautiful feed from Lugozo. And the Muskies have extended their lead. It's 6-4. Out of his hand, but he gets it back just in time to Robitaille. Goes to the backhand, tries to center, and now, and a penalty called. Or a penalty upcoming, excuse me. Train shoots, scores! Devin Train on the delayed penalty puts it past Elwood. And the Muskies have extended their lead here. It's 7-4. Still kept in. Weber takes his man to the boards. They fight for it down low. Lugozo there in support. It's played to the line. And it's going to be Shelburne getting this puck out. And here they come again. Shot, score! And it's another Shelburne Muskies goal, and they extend their lead to 4. What a rush. Robitaille. And across the line, centering pass, nobody home. To the line, Long keeps it in. Connor Long, number 4. He's going to pass it down low. Fleming, centering! Oh, crossbar! It's loose, it's in! And Robitaille scores again. And man, oh man, how the tides have changed here. As we go back and forth again, there's a shot wide on the glove side of Elwood as he goes down. And now the puck is in the neutral zone. Given away. Look out. Bueller in. Backhand scores. Evan Bueller with the hat trick goal. And my, oh my. I cannot explain what is happening here. Normally I'm pretty good at that. Shelburne Muskies hockey from the Centre Dufferin Recreation Complex, Shelburne, Ontario, Canada, presented by Dufferin Mutual and Larry's Small Engines. Here's a chance for Shelburne. Scores! Weber! Great pass by Ferreira. And just like that, Shelburne, almost blowing a 4-goal lead now, has their a 2-goal lead restored. Right in front of the referee, too. Fleming and Sebastian DeCastro, number 44. Here's a centering pass. Fleming trying to get this puck out, can't. Lugozo is going to go in after it. It's a 4-on-3 here. And this one's down to Hodgson. Hodgson to Lugozo. Pass. Scores! Stoneham! And the Muskies are into the double digits as they score to make it a 10-7 game. And that will do it. Final 5 seconds going, and they ring the horn early. That's wild. There it is. That'll bookmark this one. Put it in the books. Shelburne Muskies recording their first win in the senior circuit in 3 years with a 10-7 victory over the shorthanded Georgian Bay Apple Kings here at the CDRC. Like I say, big victory for the Shelburne Muskies, their first of the season in their 4th game. 10-7 over the shorthanded Georgian Bay Apple Kings, who had a rough weekend, falling to 2-4. In Creemore, it was the Lucknow Lancers defeating the Creemore Coyotes 7-6, dropping Creemore to 0-3. That one at the Creemore District Recreation Center. And then it was a big day in Kincardine, hockey day in Kincardine. The Ripley Wolves hosting the Saugeen Shores Winterhawks as part of Hockey Day in Kincardine at the Davidson Center. Saugeen Shores, though, coming out with the win, 5-2 the final in that one. Saugeen Shores improving to 3-1-1. Ripley falling to 2-1 on the season. So from here, guys, without further ado, I don't want these podcasts to go too long, because I know too long and, well, that can really turn people off. But the current up-to-date standings in the South will start Seaforth with a 4-point lead over Petrolia and Tavistock. 5-1 Seaforth, 37 goals, 15 against. Petrolia, like I say, 3-0. They're the only undefeated team in the South. 6 points. You have Tavistock at 3-1, 6 points as well. Tillsonburg and Dunnville both with 4. Milverton with 3, courtesy of the extra point from the overtime loss. I believe it was overtime loss. You have the Aaron Outlaws and the Allura Rocks both with 2, and Delhi at 0-4, looking for their first victory. Standings in the North, you have the Durham Thundercats at 4-0, undefeated so far, alongside the Minto 81s, who are also undefeated. They've only played twice. But you have the Saugeen Shores Winterhawks, a couple of wins over the weekend, vault them in the second, point behind Durham. Ripley Wolves and Elmville Harvesters at 4 points apiece, along with Georgian Bay. You have the Lucknow Lancers and the Shelburne Muskies both with 2 apiece, while Creemore searches for their first victory of the season. Our leading goals in the OEHL, Luke Uhrig, 7 goals leading the way amongst all skaters. Jared Bogdan, Mike Fegan, and Jared Nash, along with Jacob Robitaille, all at 6. You have Riley Connors of the Milverton Four-Wheel Drives, Drew Girth of the Tavistock Royals, and Miles McLean all with 5. And then you have Josh Barraclough of the Petrolia Squires with a big weekend, and 13 others tied at 4 goals apiece. So lots of scoring going on in the OEHL through the first month of the season. Leading away in assists, Justin Graham, unbelievable, 13 assists. All of his points are assists. It's unbelievable. Jamie Huber with 8, Brody LeBlanc with 8, Luke Uhrig with 7. Adam Lugozo from the defensive standpoint for Shelburne with 7. Camden Daigle with 6. Justin Donnelly with 6. Mackenzie Fleming with 6, and Jordan Fuller also with 6, as well as 5 other players, all tied with 6 assists apiece. Oh, excuse me. And your leading points getters, Luke Uhrig, number 28 of Durham, leads the way with 14. Justin Graham, 13. Brody LeBlanc, 12. Camden Daigle with 10, alongside Mackenzie Fleming, Jamie Huber, Miles McLean, and Jared Nash. Seaforth with a big offensive explosion this past weekend. And obviously a lot of players putting up some points for Seaforth. Justin Donnelly with 9, alongside 6 others for points so far this season. On the defensive side of things, Adam Lugozo and Kyler Nixon pacing the defense, both with 9 points apiece so far. Bryden Gibbs of Dunnville with 6. And then you have a few others at 5, including Logan Blazer of Georgian Bay, Mitch Casey, Charlie Rankin, and Ruben Smith, all of Seaforth, Kyle Soper of Tavistock, and Josh Erbshot of the Saugeen Shores Winterhawks, all with 5. And then you have six players, tied at 4 defensive points. Our last stat category is your goaltender wins. And you have Marshall Nichols with 3, Alex Hutchinson with 3, and Clayton Fritsch of the Saugeen Shores Winterhawks starting both games. He is up to 3 wins on the season. You have Jacob Knowles, Jonathan Reinhart, and Tyler Parr alongside Jeremy Curry, all with 2 wins apiece. You have Connor McKinley of Petrolia, Jason Hamilton of Ripley, and 13 others who are tied with 1 win apiece for goaltenders. Yeah, so it's just been an unbelievable starting month in the OEHL so far, and a lot of great hockey going on, a lot of skill, and just been absolutely beyond grateful and pleased to be able to go out to these games and call some of these games live on YouTube. Just had tremendous luck in terms of viewership. It's been pretty unbelievable so far, and just can't express my gratitude enough for that. So thank you for all who have been watching. Thank you for all who were watching the podcast. Obviously, the viewership numbers last week for Shelburne and Georgian Bay weren't very high, but that's also because we had to compete with game 2 of the World Series. Just unbelievable. The Toronto Blue Jays, what they're doing. We'll go back to the scoreboard here as we look ahead to this upcoming weekend. We'll start with the North Division. 4 games scheduled currently. You have the Lucknow Lancers in Georgian Bay to take on the Georgian Bay Apple Kings. That one goes at the Beaver Valley Community Center and Arena in Thornbury, a 5:30 start. Possibly a game of the week contender here, the Saugeen Shores Winterhawks and the Durham Thundercats. They will do battle, a matchup of 1 versus 2 so far in the North. That goes at the Durham Community Center and Arena at 7:30. 8 o'clock, the Shelburne Muskies entertain the Creemore Coyotes. And the last game in the North on the Saturday is the Ripley Wolves traveling to Elmville to take on the Harvesters at the Floss Elmville Community Arena at 8 o'clock on Saturday, November the 1st. The South Division games, this current iteration of this schedule that you're seeing is out of or is not up to date. The Milverton 4-wheel drives were scheduled to take on the Erin Outlaws at 7:30 on the Saturday. That game has since been rescheduled. I believe it's sometime in December. The Tavistock Royals will play at the Tillsonburg Thunder. It's the Thunder's home opener after 4 straight on the road to start their season. Tillsonburg Community Center, 7:30 will be the start time in that one. You have Petrolia traveling to Seaforth to take on the Centenaires. That'll be a great battle there. Petrolia 3-0 on the season. Seaforth 5-1. So matchup there of 2 top teams in the South. And then you have the Elora Rocks traveling to Dunnville to take on the Arrows. That goes at 8 o'clock at the Dunnville Memorial Arena. Final game of the weekend will take place in Delhi between the Tavistock Royals and the Delhi Flames. Delhi Community Arena on Sunday. It's a 2:30 start on Sunday, November the 2nd. Like I say, Tavistock Royals, Delhi Flames. Flames still looking for their first victory of the season. Yeah, so a lot of stuff to cover, obviously, from the league perspective with 18 teams. It's sometimes hard to keep up, but obviously I try my best to keep you guys up to date and give you the most up-to-date stuff that I can give you. But it should be a tremendous weekend. Halloween weekend in the OEHL should be a lot of fun. From here, guys, we want to jump into our interviews. We do this via Zoom, and it's just a tremendous thing that we're doing to spotlight the players of the Shelburne Muskies and give you guys an inside look at them and spotlight them each and every week here on the Gone Fishin podcast. So we'll start this week with goaltender number 30, Reilly Hope. Enjoy. All right, folks. Yes, the Gone Fishin podcast, and we're very, very excited to have our first actual guest on that podcast. It's I like to think it's an honor, but we got a kind of a little bit of a hometown hero from this past Saturday's game at the CDRC, a guy who was thrusted into action and put on his Superman cape and was able to come out with the victory. Goaltender number 30, Reilly Hope. Reilly, it's great to have you on here. Thanks for doing this.
Thanks for having me.
So it's been kind of a whirlwind month to start the OEHL season for the Shelburne Muskies. The first action that Shelburne's had in the senior circuit in 3 years. How are you feeling a month into the season?
I'm feeling the best I really can. Like, it's good to be out in the ice again after summer and everything. First year senior though, but
So now, obviously, yeah, on Saturday you came in relief
yeah,
of Gatlinburg. We'll get into that in a minute, but obviously, from your you're getting a front row seat when you're watching
yeah.
these games through the first 3.5 or 3.25. What was your perspective, and how did that help you prepare for you being able to come into the game after the first period on Saturday?
Well, you always got to be ready. Seeing how the team plays, you always got to be prepared for anything.
That's a very fair point.
Right?
Is there, as a goalie, right? Obviously, coming in cold, like what's that like? Can you take me through that and what's going through your mind at that point?
All you really want to do coming in cold is get that first shot over with. Then I always found after my first shot, I settle right in.
Fair.
But yeah, just want to, I guess, try and stay hot on the bench no matter what.
Fair enough. And obviously, like I say, I mean, you guys are 1-3, not the most idealistic start, but what is your viewpoint or vantage point of how the season's been going? How has it looked to you so far?
Looked shaky at times, but I feel like we're gonna, after this win, get our feet under us and get going here.
Right, right. I mean, is this league kind of what you expected coming in, or did you not really have any expectations?
It's a lot more skilled than I expected. There's a
Okay.
lot more skill in the league from like watching it 3-4 years ago to now. I
Right.
feel like it's really grown.
Fair enough. Like, is there anything that kind of sticks out to you, especially too, considering, yeah, you played 2 periods, played really well against Georgian Bay. I mean, yeah, they had 11 skaters, but I still thought they brought it. What was there anything that stuck out to you about the action, the pace, that sort of thing? Like, was there one thing?
Uh, just the speed.
Yeah,
Everyone's quicker in this. They move the puck faster, more set plays.
right.
They'll know what they're doing with it before they have the puck. You kind of gotta be able to read ahead of it. Unlike
Absolutely.
minor hockey.
Sure.
No.
No, I would agree with
Yeah,
that. Obviously, I've never played goalie, so I don't really have kind of an idea necessarily. But again, like you know, for you, I thought you came in really well. I thought you made some timely saves in a timely fashion, and obviously to get the win. Like, what do you think the feeling in the dressing room is after getting that first win?
oh, a feeling of relief. Kind of got that weight off our shoulders after the first three losses.
Right.
The winning book.
Yeah. No, I mean, obviously, yeah, it starts with one, and I think
Yeah,
yeah, plenty of season left.
only up for.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that. Again, haven't played hockey before, a little bit of hockey
Yeah.
mindset, so I understand what you mean. Um, can you take us through the process of how you became a Muskie? Like, just kind of fill us in on how that process went.
Well, from the start when I moved to Shelburne, always watching them play Muskies, kind of hometown team after you're done playing your minor hockey career.
Sure.
And then I aged out a minor last year, junior last year, juvie.
Okay.
And then came out for the Muskie skates, then got signed.
And,
Thankfully, always kind of wanted to play for the Muskies, right?
well, yeah, I mean, as a hometown kid, I mean, obviously that is a big deal, I would think, right?
Yeah,
Being able to throw on the Muskie uniform, especially considering that they haven't been in the senior circuit in 3 years.
yeah, exactly.
Did you watch any Muskie games growing up?
When I moved to Shelburne, yes, and when I was 4 or 5 years ago, I was really starting to watch them right
Okay.
before they folded their
Yeah, right.
years.
Right
Yeah,
around COVID, right about a year after
yeah.
that. Yeah. Um, so when you were playing your minor hockey, did you play minor hockey in Shelburne or did you play it somewhere else?
I played in Shelburne since Bantam,
Okay.
and then I played in Orangeville.
Okay, Orangeville. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Do you have any sort of like memories of when you played growing up that like really stick out to you?
Not really stick out to me, but a lot of memories, obviously. Um, like tournaments in the hotels with all your buddies on your team and everything. Those really just kind of stick with you through the years.
Sure. And is that like, would you say, like, I get that answer a lot whenever I ask
Yeah.
this question. It's kind of like, what is the best thing about playing hockey at any level? And it's usually I get like, oh, it's great to be with the boys kind of thing. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like that's a very generic answer,
Just,
but
yeah.
I get it. Is that the same for you, or is there something else you really like about it?
No, I just the environment of the change room, being on a team. Everyone wants the same outcome. Everyone wants to win.
Of course.
Just, yeah. Everyone has
And,
the same goal.
and have like, do you have any sort of familiarity with any of the current Muskies that you're teammates with?
Um, just Aaron. I just
That'd
went to school with
be
Aaron McGurk.
McGurk. Yeah.
Yeah, McGurk. Yeah. Went to school with him. That's other than that, most new faces to me.
Okay. And like is that a benefit having at least one other person on the team that you have familiarity with? Does that make it easier?
Oh, absolutely. At least know one guy. Like coming into tryouts, like we carpool together, whatnot, getting to the arena at the same time, kind of like ease the nerves a little bit.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, so in terms of your like goaltending style, like would you say you have a style that you kind of emulate? Like when you were a kid, did you watch like specific goalies and maybe like have one or two that stood out as saying, oh, I like how that guy plays? Like, would you have any inspiration that way?
I don't know, like you'd always want to try to imitate your favorite goalie's play style, I guess. Like
Sure.
my favorite goalie growing up was Carey Price, but
Which is a great one,
yeah. Um, I don't know. I feel like as a goalie, you kind of settle into your own play style,
right?
not fully mimicking someone else,
Sure.
but like you
But
watch them and like try to imitate what they do, but obviously they're better. So
hey, well, like I say, at any level, you could be good. And to be honest with you, I thought you played excellent on Saturday in that win against Georgia Bay to get it first, coming in off the bench, like start the second period. Were there initial butterflies there at all, or were you just excited to get into the game action at that point?
oh, definitely the initial butterflies.
Yeah.
You know, being a rookie goalie, getting his first minutes of ice time.
Absolutely. And like I said, congratulations on getting the W in that. And again, it's a huge congratulations to the team, obviously, because yeah, after not starting out so hot, I mean, getting drubbed 13-0 by Durham, not a great start, obviously. Had a couple of close games after that.
Yeah,
I mean, Minto, they're a really good team as well. But again, this is a big victory for you guys to get over, yeah, a shorthanded Georgia Bay, but they still had 11 good players on that team
yeah,
for that game. Your next match is against Creemore, and I think from here on out, would you say that the team morale is better and more optimistic moving forward?
definitely more optimistic and definitely better after that first win.
Right on, and I love that. Like I say, I think again, teams need to go through growing pains. Some come first in the middle, like first in the beginning of the season. Some come in the middle, and I think it just really is a testament to how a team responds. And I think you guys are going to respond very well moving forward. I'm excited about it.
Yes, me too.
Have you been watching much of the World Series?
Oh yeah, every game.
And what do you think it so far through the first four games here?
Well, I think Jace will still take it.
Okay,
Obviously, Jace fan, but
obviously.
yeah, no, good baseball. That 18 inning game was a bit of a stretch late
It
night.
was it
That's for
was
sure.
something.
Oh yeah,
No, but I mean, hey, we're all like I say, all of Canada is rooting for the Blue Jays. We're for those of you who are going to watch this podcast tomorrow. Obviously, Game 5 will be in the books at that point. But at least they're bringing it back to Toronto to give themselves a fighting chance. So it's a best of three now, and we'll
yep,
see what happens. But
yes.
it's been exciting. Reilly, do you have any sort of like what are your sort of hopes for this season? You guys have 20 games in total. You've played 16 left on it. What are your hopes for the season?
Well, obviously to win it all.
That's a heck
But
of
then,
a thing. Why not shoot
yeah,
big?
exactly. Shoot big. No, but just compete. I
Okay.
feel like we've shown, like against Saugeen, even against Minto, the score might have not shown it, but we were in that game. It was a good, hard fought game.
I couldn't agree with you
Right?
more. Yeah, no, couldn't agree with you more. I think it's obviously, again, a win is a win is a win. I've always been of
Yep.
that mentality. And I think that you guys showed a lot of grit being able to establish a lead and hold on to that lead and make it last and get that first W. So, again, congratulations on that. And best of luck throughout the course of the rest of the season.
Awesome. Thank you.
And we've been talking with number 30, goaltender of the Shelburne Muskies, Reilly Hope. Reilly, again, best of luck the rest of the way this season. We'll talk plenty. And thanks for doing this.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
This podcast is brought to you by Larry's Small Engines, your trusted Can-Am, Sea-Doo, Ski-Doo dealer in Mono, Ontario, Canada. Located at 286-270 County Road 10. Visit their website at larrysmallengines.ca or call 519-941-1517 today. All right, folks, continuing on the Gone Fishin podcast. That's right. We got interviews this week. It's fantastic stuff, really is. This past week saw the Shelburne Muskies defeat the Georgian Bay Apple Kings by a score of 10-7. And potting a couple goals in the game is our next guest, number 4, Devin Train. Devin, it's great to have you on here. Thanks for coming on the podcast, buddy.
Thanks for having me. It's great to be here.
Absolutely. Like I say, fantastic. Obviously, congratulations on the first win of the season. That's a big one. Obviously, goes without saying. I kind of want to get your feel on the first season, the first month of the season, I should say. It's the first time the Muskies have been in the senior circuit in 3 years, making their grand return to the senior level. Obviously, not the first 4 games that in the start you probably had hoped. But what are your thoughts through the first 30 days?
It's kind of to be expected, in my opinion. When you come back after a few years of absence, you expect some growing pains and whatnot. And
Sure.
I mean, the first loss was a bit steeper than all of us had hoped, but
yeah,
it lessons learned and move forward from there. And I feel like the last couple of games, we've all started to learn how each other plays, and it's come a long way. I think it showed pretty well.
I couldn't agree more. Obviously, yeah, a 13-0 loss in the first game back is a little bit of a knock to the teeth. You respond really well in that second game against Saugeen Shores. I thought you guys were really tremendous in that game. It's a 1-goal game, comes down to the wire. Obviously, you go up against the 2-time defending champs in Minto on their first game of the season, and that's a tough ask on the road. But again, a big character win last week against Georgian Bay. No matter whether they were shorthanded or not, they still had 11 great skaters on the ice. Where do you feel the team's at this point? Like, obviously, yeah, a big morale boost after a big win.
I think we're in a pretty good state right now. We're just keep trucking along, working hard, and I think that's basically all we can do right now is keep working together and put the effort forward, and good things are going to happen.
Speaking of good things, you had a couple of goals. I think you've been off to a pretty nice start so far this season. How are you feeling player-wise?
Yeah, I feel good. I think the first few games were tough, and we were learning things, and I was switching around center and defense back to center. That's kind of where I'm comfortable being. I mean, I'm happy to be out on the ice wherever I'm needed, but center is definitely where I feel like I don't have to think as hard.
Fair enough. No, hey, nothing wrong with that. I mean, if that's a natural fit, I mean, that's where you probably should be. Did you have sort of any expectations coming into this season as to what this type of hockey be like?
Not really. I was excited to get back into a nice competitive league, and it's been pretty much what I had expected. Good, nice, solid body checks, and I don't know. I feel like it's been fairly clean hockey. I mean, we've been dealing with quite a few penalties, so I think our discipline level is going to have to shape up a little bit. But I mean, all in all, I think it's great hockey, and I'm having fun, enjoying it.
Nothing wrong with that. How did it come together that you would become a Muskie? Like, what was that process like for you? Was it just a matter of hearing about a tryout and figuring, hey, why not? Or was there something a little bit more to it?
I mean, growing up here, it was always kind of in the back of my mind. Years ago, I had tried out a few times, and it always came up a bit short. And I mean, it was what it was. This year, I thought, you know what, we'll go out for a skate, see who's there and what's going on. And Tails and I know Tails and Corey for a few years now, and I think it was just mutual. We kind of, okay, this is what's going to happen. And if I can help out in any way, then I'm happy to play. And if not, I can help out in other ways or whatever.
Right.
Um, so
Is there something like I notice I notice things when I'm at the rink and I'm doing games. Obviously, I feel like this is kind of a nice thing for you in terms of the family aspect of it and getting the young ones to see you play. Like, is there something about that that makes it extra special for you?
it does, yeah. I mean, it's I've always loved playing hockey. I've been playing for over 30 years now, and to be able to show my son that, like, hey, you work hard, you play hard, and you can come out and go places with it, right? Like,
Absolutely.
and even like I coach the U7 team he plays on, and they were out there on the weekend with us, and it was good to have them there and just kind of a little bit of, I guess, motivation for them and me too to kind of show them, let's go. Like
And that dad can still do it.
that's right, yeah.
Nothing wrong with that, man. Hey, that I think that's awesome. And obviously, like I say, kudos to you. Um, and again, not the idealistic start for the first four games, obviously getting a big win. What do you guys think? What do you think, sorry, that this does for the momentum heading forward? Does it increase, obviously? Like, is there a sense of confidence now after getting that first win?
I think so. I think after, like you say, we had a good game in Minto against them, and I think the boys kind of realize now after this one, like we're right there. So like keep trucking. Let's go. Put the work in, and we'll get the results.
And I mean, I can't say enough good things about this Shelburne and the Shelburne and the town of Shelburne and the organization from top to bottom. It just seems like there's a lot of good things happening. What have you noticed in terms of like community support or even like town appeal at this point? Like, is it everybody's just kind of figuring out, oh yeah, I forgot we did have a team and it's quite good.
Yeah, I think it's coming along. I was happy to see our home opener. We had quite a good crowd in the stands, and talked to a few people afterwards, and it seemed to be it's word seems to be spreading around town that, it's going to be an enjoyable year season of hockey to come and watch and support.
Absolutely. And I also asked Reilly this question as well, and I'll ask you as well. A lot of the generic answer that I get when I ask this question is, well, I love being with the boys. You know, it's awesome to be with the boys. What's the best part about it for you playing hockey, just not at this level, but maybe in general?
Um, Honestly, like I said, I've played hockey for over 30 years now, and I think the atmosphere. I just love skating to begin with. Like when you can go out and skate and like make some good passes, good shots, some good body checks. Like it's just so much fun. Like top to bottom, really. Like I'm just happy being on the ice. Like it.
Hey, as a fellow hockey player, I totally get it. I really understand kind of what that mentality is like, and I can relate. So I completely understand the answer here, and that it makes complete sense. Um, Obviously, World Series, we can't go without talking about that. How have you been following, and what are your thoughts through the first four games?
It's been good. I've been following here and there when I can. I've been pretty busy with our hockey and kids hockey and all the things and farming and all that. So when I catch it, I can really sit down and enjoy it. And if I don't catch it, well, then SportsCenter's got the highlights. So
There you go. There you go.
Right.
I mean, not all. Well, I mean, I don't know if I can speak for you necessarily on this, but when you get to our age, I feel like staying up that late to watch a ball game that goes 18 innings is just next to impossible. I mean, that's a hard ask. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was watching for, I don't know what it was, I think the 12th or whatever. And I thought, you know what? I think it's time for bed. So.
But I mean, we can't argue though that it's been tremendous baseball, and obviously now a best of 3, which will be a best of. There'll be 2 games left at the Rodgers Center after this podcast comes out. We'll see what happens tonight. But yeah, it's been fun, and obviously, go Jays. Everybody in Canada wants the Jays to win this World Series.
Absolutely, they carry the country on their back, and I just hope they can pull it out.
And final question for you. Obviously, off that big win against Georgia Bay, the first of the season, you have Creemore coming up on Saturday. It's a Halloween game, which is very exciting. What are your expectations in this one?
I mean, I'm hoping we get another win, of course. I mean, it's going to be another hard-fought battle, in my opinion. Like I said to the guys on the bench during that game last weekend, I said, like, guys, let's keep the foot on the gas. Let's go. Like, don't give them that inch, because next thing you know, we could be shaking our heads thinking, what the hell just happened, right? So
absolutely,
just work hard and stay positive and keep pumping each other up, and good things are going to happen. I think we're on the right track now.
Couldn't have said it better myself. The beauty part of this league and any senior hockey I've ever been around is that any team can beat any team on any given night. If you have it that night, you can do it. And there's no reason to not believe that you guys aren't capable of putting up a serious competition in this league this season. I'm really excited to see what you guys do next. We've been talking with Shelburne Muskies forward Devin Train, number 4. And it's just been an absolute pleasure having you on here. Thanks for doing this, pal, and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you. And take care. We'll do our best on Saturday.
All right, folks, once again, want to thank both Reilly Hope and Devin Train for coming on to the Gone Fishin podcast and speaking with us today. Just a tremendous group of guys, and we'll obviously continue to spotlight a couple of Muskie players each and every week here on the Gone Fishin podcast. Looking forward to that. We'll keep you plenty up to date, too, on the league happenings as well. Should be a lot of fun. But I want to thank the Shelburne Muskies organization, Corey Allen, and all the staff and everybody over there for their tremendous support. Want to thank Reilly and Devin for coming on. Want to thank Larry Small Engines for being the sponsor of the podcast. And I want to thank you, the viewer, for watching once again. Thank you very much. This has been episode 2 of the Gone Fishin podcast. I am Andrew Rodgers, your host, and we will see you guys again next week. Take care, everyone. Go Blue Jays. It's the Gone Fishin podcast in association with the OEHL and the Shelburne Muskies, and hosted by OEHL live on YouTube play-by-play commentator Andrew Rodgers. This podcast is brought to you by Larry's Small Engines, your trusted Can-Am, Sea-Doo, Ski-Doo dealer in Mono, Ontario, Canada. Located at 286-270 County Road 10. Visit their website at larrysmallengines.ca or call 519-941-1517 today.